If you have any access to English white oaks, they have a large acorn that is about twice the size of a typical red oak acorn. And this is what you get. You get very rapid growth. This tree here is about 7.5 foot tall. It's got the extender if you've been watching my other videos. This thing is just 2.5 years old. And while they don't all grow that tall that fast, they do mostly grow out of the tube. This is another one. These trees produce, in full sun, they will produce those acorns at about 7 years, as opposed to the 20 to 40 years that a typical white oak takes. And if you look at these leaves, they are prone to powdery mildew, which doesn't seem to inhibit their growth, but you know, it doesn't keep them looking as pretty. But if you have any access to acorns falling on the ground, talk to your local forester. I had a forester told me about these trees, told me to pick up some acorns. I planted them a couple years ago and I'm very happy I did, because it looks like they're doing everything he said they would. They grow very rapidly compared to a typical white oak, and hopefully they'll produce in just a few short years. Thanks for watching. I want to show you about these English white oaks, and look at these acorns on these trees. These trees are approximately 25 years old and just polluted with acorns, white oak acorns. If you're not planting these, if you have access to them, you should. These things produce in as short as 7 years. They get a little bit of powdery mildew, but it affects their production not at all. This thing is just loaded. So I hope to have these in the next few years. I have hundreds of these planted, and they should be starting to produce like this in 7 years.